akoswa a cost saving, and over the years, most of the your friends saying big ceremony cost involved at the regional level. We deliberately sit down what in the name of celebrating Ghana's independence. You see, I am not a birthday person, somebody who believes in celebrating birthday and those kind of nonsense. I don't believe in those things. But I believe, sir, as a country, our Independence Day should be a reminder to all of us as citizens. Sir, the reason why our forefathers are fighting for independence, they say, you better take control of our own destiny, of our own livelihood, of our own everything, and lead charge and make sure, sir, we create sustainability not only for ourselves, but for the generation yet to come. But what Tenasia now any intellectual analysis, if will point to the fact is we have deliberately failed ourselves. The cause, the motivation, Emma, your forefathers, a fighting, some lost their life, did everything that they could to resist the imperial rule of the white. Na yebenya control. Na yedi ankasa ye hosono. What tenasia na we any credible analysis, any dispassionate analysis that you make, you could see say ya tenasia shadasi ye boy ho abro. And we have sharply deviated from Nema Emma Yakoji independence. So for me, there is absolutely nothing to celebrate. That day should be a reminder. Every citizen should go back, do sober reflection, so that we can invoke that sense of patriotism and nationalism and reflect on how our individually we are failing this country and how we can bring ourselves back, bring ourselves to terms with the motivations now for a take that particular way. Corruption has become so pervasive and so rampant to the extent say we nimba bi ayeko persemin kumnya greed, indiscipline. These are critical things that push you back in our development. So if we have nipa over the years, mekai pa Ghana at 50, the amount of money amount for to go okrom ha say no na reho ya baye nipa bi ase ya nwene yenim nyansa ntini ya ya ade a state ni de nti nobody owns it. Just blow cash and blow some for yourself and it ends there. So that is why this particular decision by President Mahama is a significant one that deserves commendation. And going forward, I'm even suggesting that Independence Day should be a flag waving day. A day every Ghanaian will hold on to a Ghanaian flag. Would be see would die so, and NASA Ubekura drivers will mount the national flag. Now you projected that sense of nationalism, ni patriotism. No, it is better than boy soldier for the police for now we hey. Just nyansa biya ni sa niema we, but yetimia ye niema we for over 30 to 40 years. Come on. They couldn't see these things, but some of us, we are very young, but we see everything wrong with some of these foolish things. Yes, it's a police for only soldier for and crowd school for Kujinarium. Now, more march up and down. Just any nyansa dear behind him. Yebe no, now crophobia for who we are my nisika sabi. Otiana wakoma. Na ajuma for cracket to Yahweh sem. Enti. The Independence Day, a day, a sober reflection. Now you reflect on the need for us. Say you bet to me up put to your home and you develop it. Now you're making sure say we are in a competition with countries out there. Because there be international advances other countries are making in terms of your friends technological innovation, sciences, area of medicine, and several other areas, aviation. However, countries are making significant advances. They are in a competition. America, why, you to be fire home to a more, but What are we doing differently? Sabaya MC betime kusi kwan no mu. Obeda sorry yesi asesa over millions of dollars. Na da quite year Independence Day parade. Now bisa say after the parade, how is it benefiting the average market woman na oti ekurase baby a odidwa and the taxes and ye di san kwase asem we sabi. Nyansa bia nim. It is in that order and at this particular way ba cancel most of the unnecessary your friend is saying activities are for use as a vehicle. The ball minor chrono. I mean, Makasa going forward, I'm even expecting a more radical approach. Sabaya, this much past nonsense will even stop nowhere. But rather, Ghanaians need to project their national flag. Let us remind Ghana for the need to be patriotic, invoke the sense of nationalism, and why there is the need for us to look after one another in this country. Now you're toning down on greed, you're toning down on extreme partisan activism, and those kind of na over the years. I draw them back. Now you're as a country, you're a long-term planner, driven by a vision that is absolute, that is right. It tailor the welfare of the people. These are some of the things that we need to do. By the akwese, san no. Oh, 1947, 1957, a soldier for the police for Mache, and 2000, the same thing is happening. 2010, the same thing. Here we are. Now, I'm for them. We have no more koba. Afibia ya. Obi yenye nipa mani twahwe fam. Nyansa bia nim. So I think I will have to commend President Mahama for this particular decision this time, cutting down all the huge activities in Nasa Forum. And in the next one, I'm expecting even those march passes in Nasa Forum will be zero, will be nil, namum. Young concentrating on how Ghana Nibia benya access to Ghana flag. Okay, America they do. But most of the buildings, American flag is so what you say enye bibi a chrawade is a daily reminder. Say, renew your allegiance to your country. You own your country, a duty. That sense of belongingness. And I said the Independence Day celebration at the Brian, na Ghana should be able to connect with the country. We should be able to connect to our root, to our the motivation behind that particular fight. Among for fighting here and along the line, some got sacrificed. It cannot be business as usual. It cannot be an avenue where MMDC, DCs, regional ministers, why better baby. Now ya budget kafu in the name of Independence Day. One day ni yashisikano nyansa bia ni obako bonkrugu yo na nipa na mwanu minsuo obako ebono baby na ka kwan na ho akra hakra no internet na for your problem. These monies we need to reinvest and realign and channel them into some of these productive areas. I bet me to empower young people. Now to mean putting yourself in line with the world that is coming. With this scientific innovation and those things that are coming up, there is the need. There should be a deliberate, conscious effort to tap in. Because one tap in, it will never find you. I have told you that the world is racing. Internet of Things, robotics, AI, and all other sort of innovative countries are racing. People are chasing it. What are we doing? Are we still sitting here? Yeah, the air draw and maybe control for blackboard. So this is control. That kind of we need to reset the mind. Now you have a national focus, a national vision, a developmental plan. What is the long-term vision of this country in the next 50 years? Ghana in the next 30 medium term, short term in the next 5 years. Ghana. Now you collectively, you invest your time, your energy, resources, wisdom, knowledge, everything into making that particular vision a reality, because that is exactly what other countries did to get to where they are today. And now we fancy traveling Ghana, need to make America, no for camera. This is your fans heaven. If we the best form, People fought for it. People died. Some got sacrificed. You are lucky you are enjoying. This is our country. Abaya shithole. Add a voice to the conversation and make sure, say, we fix this rotten and broken country. Because so what now we have fair analysis be a sika kwa man for bottom at the end of every year ewo kroma eso change the call mine ho. Because ya shada create deliberate pathways. Up among for you to siphon and drawing everywhere. And I had a conversation with somebody talking to me about even the corruption in the military. Every single facet of our society is so corrupt to the extent that obeji sika so kwa koto cars aba okwa no akoto second hand cars 1 month 1 week na cars na break with them waji sika di nobody is out there checking whether sika na obeji ye no okoto nema no audit your fancy process wo ye oman we ma ye make sure say so obi beji oman sika no so de kwaya ade a really do they use the money for the intended purposes say auditor the controller and accountant general department HCR workers a car when they had that campaign or follow up to ensure say people who are being paid the account numbers they use to pay them no they are really people on the ground who are working. Who is doing all these things? The oversight responsibility. Who is policing this country? But enam say ya krono bazan ya create obi area enti obi ko huni nua de na wakana no atom is the reason why some people can sit at the National Service Secretariat and cook such a huge scandal for 7 to 8 good years. Nobody will find out until a private firm go in to find out. And most of the big corruption cases are also okroma nyina no. Aren't you surprised? Say private investigators na find out. But we have state institutions that are supposed to identify these things. We pay them, they go for conferences, they go for your friend saying NEMA top up the your friend saying educational advancement and as for our abroad. We pay them per diem, we pay them in dollars. When they come back, the system is unable to identify some of these corrupt practices, behaviors going on in various institutions. We are sick. And Sunday, the same people dressing white, saw them we don't even know what they are doing. So I think there is a wake-up call, and I'll admonish President Mahama to go the way he's going. Not on taking up more stringent, tough measures to ensure that we drill down on crime. Now you're making corruption and other crimes a high-risk venture. Sabaya, a huge disincentive. People will not fancy say ordinance have a bomb mind sikam. Now see, I set 2 or 3 examples. I will chrome her. Trust me. A man for the best answer. But see, Antimia, yes, I near my way. Na ya ne buruburu ya menuanom ye nyina Yankopon ma kind of yam fanche Ghana no bi kobokro no abehe na ohene abbo ne chacha mu okopachawo ya sati example no ohene bi abepachawo na wakwada bi na custody for 1 month. Next time obi suma no so onkopachawo obi su enyansa afrim. We can create an environment where impunity thrives and reigns. Council of State members, we need to stop this nonsense and make sure, say, the state allocate to the uttermost best in terms of punishing crimes. And yes, sir, development that you're seeking, and then the other side has to do with the moral environment. And also no. Go downward, decay asim. Society, we don't even know where we are going. We need to take time and use occasions like this, the Independence Day celebration, to remind ourselves. And yet, day to celebrate. Now, my fairly celebration, Ben, I will celebrate it. And we don't even value the independence. Because we have demonstrated clearly the opposite of what Kwame Nkrumah says. The black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Trust me, we have not demonstrated that we are capable. We have demonstrated corruption. We have demonstrated greed. We have demonstrated selfishness and individualism. self-centeredness. That is what we are demonstrating. We have never been able to demonstrate that indeed we are capable of managing our own affairs. We form political parties, they become an instrument of terror, and are used to amass wealth for ourselves and to destabilize the same nation we've taken oath to protect the people. And unfortunately, majority of the people are so gullible, so emotional, and almost they don't even know what they are in for. Occasions like this, and yes, as a nation, and we reflect on our loss, on our failures, and our gains as well. And then how we're able to restitute Nema, now things will work better for us as a country. And yes, sir, and we decide to go this particular line. Trust me, the next 50 years will come, and Ghana will be worse off. Resources kakrana yawono, the able young men and women will continue to exit the shores of this country in frustration, in search for non-existent jobs elsewhere. Ahonene nimdeɛ kakra ebinom anya no ɔmo de bɛkɔ abɔnten akɔboa amanfo akyekyere amanfo man ɔmo asia bɛfa natural resources na ɛwɔ ha na kɔ because our people are greedy. So consistently and as a forever we will remain impoverished. My culture say what baby na wadwin say God is coming to fix this country. You are mad. Go Nyankopon fix your mind. Nyankopon doesn't have time for fools, the greedy people. He's ready to help those who are ready to help themselves. That is why the Western countries more upgrade you to certain level or more no more cost or more echo monim. Uyo hieni maya until so we have a renewed sense of reason and mentality. Why you begin to do things right and you continue to be poor. Yankopon we are who how many years in here? Africa be Yankee. It's because of this greed.
Rethinking.